for Trump to focus on lowering prices once he gets into office.
Fox's Brooke Singman reporting. The president-elect also expected to be named Time Magazine's Person of the Year, an honor he also captured in 2016. More than 1,500 firefighters trying to douse the massive wildfire that is destroying everything in its path in Malibu, California. Matt Greenberg lives there. He's helping to put out the flames.
First guest house was on fire. I was trying to help put that out because it's just in little hot spots all over on other friends' property.
He joined Fox and Friends first. So far, over 4,000 acres have been burned. America's listening to Fox News.
The news is sponsored by Lee University, where you can expect something great.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com.
It's not every day that you buy a house. And if you're only going to experience something like that 2 or 3 times in your entire life, wouldn't you rather enjoy the experience? For home buying that is truly good, come to Southern Heritage Bank. We make home buying simple, fun, worry-free. In a word, we make it good. Find out more and apply now at southernheritagebank.com/mortgage. Let's do something unbelievably good. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You're used to that. Mix 1041, MixTV.tv. Good morning. It is day 9 of the 49th annual WCLE Empty Stocking Fund. I got a lot to talk about as far as that's concerned, and a lot going on. But first, the news. Local and state news from the Logan Thompson Law News Desk. Ocoee Middle School, big congratulations to them. Listen to this. They have been named the first Special Olympics Unified champion school in Cleveland and Bradley County. The recognition highlights the school's dedication to fostering inclusion and providing opportunities for students with and without intellectual disabilities to connect and grow together. The Unified Champion Schools program emphasizes inclusive youth leadership, unified sports, and also whole school engagement. Bradley County Schools commended Ocoee Middle for the milestone in a release that they aim to replicate its success district-wide. Also, this morning, two former deputies in Monroe County Sheriff's Office have been indicted on official misconduct charges. Corrections Deputy Caleb Kirkland and Deputy Ava Hensley resigned during the investigation handled by the TBI. And this according to WBIR television. Senator Marsha Blackburn, Representative Claudia Tenney of Tennessee, introduced the DOGE Acts. It's a legislative package aimed at reducing government spending and bureaucracy. The bills align with President-elect Donald Trump's proposal to create a Department of Government Efficiency led by Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy. Key measures include freezing federal salaries, cutting discretionary spending by up to 5%, and requiring federal agencies to scale back remote work to pre-COVID-19 levels. Blackburn emphasized the need to right-size the federal government, while critics raised concerns about potential impacts on federal employees, including those with disabilities. And what a day it was at the Cleveland Family YMCA yesterday. And Bridget, we were there for this. MixTV.tv covered it as the Y received a generous donation, a record-breaking $2.5 million from John and Margaret Sheehan and their foundation, the Ocoee Foundation. The renovation will modernize the 25-year-old facility, though it will not increase its size. Y leaders expressed their gratitude for the community's support, which will allow them to better serve local families and individuals. What a day it was yesterday.
It was, yeah. A great presentation there yesterday. Of course, the members, the staff, Executive Director Rodney Murray, all very happy about that.
Brenda Lawson is someone who you started that campaign, 25 years ago, I guess, the Brenda Lawson Youth Center there at the Y. You remember that?
I
Remember
do
those
remember
days?
that, yes.
You, so many young people have benefited from that over the years. So thank you for launching that and doing what you did at the Y. Oh, God. We've come to day 9.
They're back.
Lord have mercy. Now, we're joined, just look, I mean, honest to God, I look at Mixed
Word
TV.
you're looking for, thank you.
TV
I really
this
think so.
morning, and I see that we've come to this day. And it's a deranged version of the Brady Bunch on mixedtv.tv this morning. All right, here they are, Stephen Shelton, Commissioner Josh Rogers, and he is now, this is how desperate we are, the leader of our ambulance service. Daddy, Adam Lewis. When you see him coming at you with a gurney, my God, just
It's over. It's over.
Listen,
It really
it's
is.
wrong.
walk to the light.
It really is the worst day of your life.
So I've got my Josh, my wholesale supply.
Thanks.
I've got Fruit Loops is also. We didn't even plan it. He just
Is he wearing his too?
Right.
come here, Fruit Loops. We really didn't. We didn't plan it. Last year, you guys dressed as me, which
Yeah.
Mrs. Hartline said was the high point of the entire.
Absolutely.
Whose idea was that?
I think it was a collective idea, actually.
Yeah.
Well, now he's putting it back on.
Yeah, I'm gonna take mine off.
Yeah, here's
Ah, it looks good.
there's Fruit Loops.
Like a glove.
Yeah, we'll get you.
This.
Bridget
got one.
Bridget has one. We'll get you one, Miss Brenda.
No,
Now, I'm
she
pretty
gave
sure
it away.
Josh said he'd give an extra $1,000 donation if we wore these.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
And, we can't comment on this.
Yeah. Hey, there we go. I'm excited to see that. Happy birthday. Best birthday present you've ever gotten.
Ever. All right, tell you what, Bridget, let's check the streets. What's up?
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland on-time traffic report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. Don Ledford Automotive Center
Bridget
is celebrating
knows
the
the
end of
streets.
2024 with their best deals of the year on their most popular Chevrolets, Buicks, and GMC vehicles. DonLedford.com and in person, North Lee Highway, Cleveland, where they say yes. Crews are working a crash with injuries on APD 40 at Westland Drive, so be aware of that this morning. Again, that's APD 40 at Westland Drive, a crash with injuries. Taking a look at the Langley Roofing traffic cameras. So far, the interstate is looking great. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. This traffic report is brought to you by Waste Connections of Cleveland. Efficient, state-of-the-art automated curbside service. Find out more by visiting wasteconnections.com/ClevelandTN.
All right, time for a Hardee's Wake Up. And don't forget, all Bradley County Hardee's locations collecting money for the 49th annual WCLE Empty Stocking Fund. As, again, they're going to join us tomorrow. Tomorrow's the finale. We'll be at Life Care Centers of America's Professional Development Center with our friends from Hardee's. Julia Scoggins and Nicole Morsehead will make that presentation. They were hoping to double what they did last year. We're looking forward to that. Hey, Hardee's is kicking off the holiday season with the return of everyone's favorite biscuit, loaded with raisins, cinnamon, and, of course, that drizzle of icing. Hardee's cinnamon and raisin biscuits are back for a limited time, now served all day. And we'll come back in a moment.
'Tis the season for morning flurries. The return of special traditions like candied bacon, a warm, cozy fire, special gifts to open, and cinnamon raisin biscuits home for the holidays. All wrapped up and shared with good people. This season, unwrap the holiday goodness of Hardee's. Our gift to you, breakfast now served till noon.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything bright. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
Did you know that a large number of student athletes vape, thinking it will give them a boost in performance? But you can't play if you can't breathe. Escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
At Basement and Crawlspace Solutions, we're excited to announce our partnership with USS. Together, we bring additional resources and over 30 years experience.
We can tackle bigger challenges and deliver even better results to protect Chattanooga homes now more than ever.
Call USS.
Hey, it's Josh with exciting news from Wholesale Supply. I want to introduce you to Piper's Picks, now available in our Chattanooga, Cleveland, and Dalton markets. Thanks to our partnership with Piper Strummett and our friends at Progress Lighting, Piper's Picks brings you the latest trends and styles in decorative lighting. Browse our curated selection in our showrooms and make lighting your project easier than ever. Visit Wholesale Supply today and discover Piper's Picks, where style meets innovation. To find out more information and a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more.
Today, Josh, that was a wonderful idea you had years ago.
Absolutely, just love the joyful noise of Christmas. Golly bum! I can't wait to come back to this radio station and actually listen to real music.
Whoa.
But you can go.
Whoa. When?
Well, you can listen to commercials for for half the hour, and Now just gone on over to our ESPN Cleveland 101.3, and you can listen to sports all day, and you don't have to worry about Christmas music. If you don't like Christmas music.
So said Scrooge.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, got Bob Cratchit in there. All right, it is 7:14. Speaking of Scrooge.
As much as we try, we still make mistakes, like making beds with skip stitches and last year's covers.
Right now, you can save as much as 57% off on a host of Mermaid mattresses where you'll find your sleep handmade, hand-delivered.
For today, sunny skies, a high of 49 and a low of 28 this evening. For tomorrow, overcast, a high of 54 and a low of 30. And then on Saturday, cloudy skies again with a high of 58. Your current Milligan vane temperature is 25 degrees. Taking a look at the central heat and air radar, things are looking great out there.
And speaking of ESPN Cleveland 101.3, Josh's co-host.
This weather forecast is brought to you by PhD Pharmacy, Keith Street, near Harrison Pike. Free delivery within a 50-mile radius of Cleveland. Call Gina Moser Patterson today at 423-614-6650.
Well, if you're waiting for the stretch run, we have found it. Day 9 of 10. This is our final morning in studio of the 49th annual WCLE Empty Stocking Fun. Hard to believe. And Bridget, it's the next to last day. So what do you say to those people who are maybe they put it off or whatever they're doing? What do you say to them today?
Yeah, so if you've been helping us out by passing the hat at work or within your family or trying to help us get donations, tomorrow is the last day to get those into us. So we need to hear from you.
I want to have Brenda set the scene this morning in just a second, but let me remind you, we'd love to have you join us, and we're going to have a lot of fun this morning, but it's a very serious matter. We got over 1,500 children who are going to be provided Christmas actually this Saturday, the way the calendar falls. It is this Saturday at Ocoee Middle School. Looking forward to that. You can call or text in 423-614-6499, or we've had more people, Brenda, donate online this year than ever at mynix1041.com. All right, Brenda, over to you.
So we heard from Matt Jenny, $100, Bo Barris, $100, Dr. Don and Dawn Robinson, $200.
Our former landlords actually kicked us out. That's why we're here now.
You didn't pay.
What?
You have to pay.
You have to pay your
rent.
bills.
I've tried to say their name on the radio a few times. It didn't work. Morning, Don and Dawn. I've known them all my life.
And so then yesterday I had the sweetest little thing happen.
Okay.
This little lady walked in on a cane. And
Impressive.
It was. And she gave us $40. She said, I want to give money to the Empty Stocking Fund. And so her name, I didn't catch her last name, but her name was Minnie. So we thank Minnie for that $40.
That is wonderful.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
And then Melissa Galbraith, $100. Lindsay Owenby, $100. Cleveland Tire Center, $500. Best One Tire, $500.
Andy Thompson.
And that brings our total to $148,047.
Hey! Commissioner Mylan Blake is in the studio, and I was
Filling out his
told-
check. Don't forget the comma, Commissioner.
Oh, man. So I was told by Commissioner Blake that Commissioner Rogers was bragging on the Empty Stocking Fund, so I went back and saw it. I went back and watched. You told me at the Simmons Bank thing yesterday.
Yeah.
So I went back and watched it, and then I always wonder when, especially when he's bragging on us or whatever, Brenda especially. What has he done? When are we going to find out what he's done to brag like this and to be so nice?
What are you talking about? What have I done? For what? In life or empty stock? I was bragging on you
What are you
guys.
trying to make up for? That's the question.
Oh, there's a long list of sins.
Shelton's got some ideas, I think.
Yeah.
Commissioner Mylan Blake's helped us for many, many years. How
Good
are you,
morning,
buddy?
Steve. Good morning, Brenda. Good morning.
He's writing checks here. Brenda, what is our total right now?
$148,047.
Wow.
Tremendous. I want to. We'll talk with Mr. Blake in a second. Adam Lewis, any challenges? Anything you want to make this morning?
I'm just waking up still.
All right. Okay. You just keep waking up.
We're gonna get.
Yeah, we'll make some.
All right, Josh Rogers, go ahead.
No, absolutely. I mean, thanks for Commissioner Blake being here, and we want to challenge all the other commissioners, all the other elected officials. If you haven't given yet, or please give or re-give today. You can always give more, and we'd always like to ask for all the elected officials, all the police officers, firefighters, EMS workers. Everyone here in the community to please give, whether you can give $10, $25, $100, whatever it might be. Just give something and just give a little.
By the way, this hour of the WCLE Empty Stocking Fund brought to you by First Baptist Cleveland. They have been on our stations longer than anybody. First Baptist Cleveland getting ready for Spirit City Christmas. They're huge. Christmas presentation, which Beasley and Eric Yeldell are coming in later this hour. But they'll be doing that beginning Friday night. Mylan Blake, how long have you been a commissioner, Commissioner Blake?
Seems like Moby Dick was a minnow. 11 years? Coming up on the third term? Yeah.
So, yeah.
Just good. Yeah,
So,
11 years.
But you've been giving to this Empty Stocking Fund longer than that, actually.
Well, you've been doing this for how many years? 49, you said yesterday?
Reverend Littlefield started in 1874.
1874.
Is that?
Let me
All
point
right.
out what Josh has done here. And this is part of what he's getting back for. Number one, he told my wife that she is Satan, and that's terrible. Pointed that out. Number two, now he's taken down Reverend Littlefield. Number three, he's taking down Christmas music.
Yep.
I don't know where to begin. I mean, my Lord.
That's enough.
Unelectable.
He's gonna he's gonna try to get pardoned by the current administration. With everybody else.
Yes, please sign me up.
1,752 pardons this morning.
Good. No, is that a record?
My name was one of them, and
I bet-
I
yeah.
hope yours was too.
For everything he
I'm
was
sorry.
going to do, right?
Mylan, how long you've been involved? A long time though. Why? Why is it important?
Well, Steve, it's giving back to the community. You do a great job of seeing needs and meeting those needs. So I appreciate what you guys do here
Used to bring
each
your-
and every year.
Thank you. You used to bring your boys with you years ago. And
Well, we're empty nesters now. Empty Stocking Fund, empty nesters. Ace is over in California, and Eli's down at Sanford. So,
wow,
yeah,
it's amazing, and that just shows you how long you've been doing this.
yeah.
So,
So they're out doing their thing now.
well, you and Amy, thank you so much. And
Glad to be here.
how upset are you about your Tide not making the playoffs?
Oh, they're exactly where they need to be. When they lay a goose egg in Norman, some city named Ormond, Norman, whatever it's called. They deserve to be in the salad bowl or whatever it's. Where are they going?
What bowl game are they at? I don't know.
I don't know. I can't pronounce it. Some cybersecurity.
Yeah, I can look it up for you.
It's-
There's about
it's in-
700 bowls this
Well, I
year
know.
that
I was
don't
looking at the
matter.
list this morning, actually.
And then half of our teams already hit the portal. I mean, so
There we go.
yeah,
Probably
they're
heading
right
over,
where they need to be.
probably heading to North Carolina here soon.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But hey, it's basketball season. We're doing. We're moved on. We're a basketball school now.
Commissioner Mylan Blake, thank you, buddy.
Hey,
Really
good to see you.
appreciate it. Shelton, over to you.
I think we got a caller on the line, or they're telling me
Did
they're
they
on the line.
transfer it in yet?
Just told her.
Oh, okay.
All right, Sheridan.
You just text her. She's sitting right here,
Well,
3
I don't
steps
wanna
from here.
call her in the
No one
microphone.
cares. I mean, I leave the mics on all the time. Nobody cares anymore. We're joined by identify yourself, caller.
This was well. Hold on a second. I'm busy writing down the third joke Mylan Blake told. I'm trying to write these down so I can tell them later.
Are any of them usable?
Salad bowl I thought was intriguing.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Who is that?
Jamie Kyle,
Jamie
Simmons
Kyle.
Bank. And first of all, your bank. We went to the ribbon cutting yesterday. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I figured out something too, Steve. I should have told you 12:30. I don't know of anybody who has a walking speed of cruise control of like 0.025 miles an hour. We had already been there for 30 minutes and going outside to cut the ribbon, and I don't know if you came across the road from Food Line or whatever, but I mean you were there at like 12 or 1:45 around there.
Hey, I did my best to get there. Say hi to Shelton Rogers and Adam Lewis.
Well, I got to say this. I'm going to talk about them right now, but I called my pastor yesterday, and I said, Pastor, we've got assembled probably one of the best teams to raise money on Mix 104.1 for the Empty Stocking Fund, and I said we've got Stephen Shelton, who insures us, he insures me, he insures most of East Tennessee, and I said probably one of the best. He protects people, and I said then you've got Adam Lewis, who runs probably one of the finest departments now in Bradley County
Heck
that
yeah.
goes out, gets people, stuff like that. You've got probably one of the finer physicians in Southeast Tennessee, and Brian Fretwell. And I said, Pastor, I can't lie. I got no clue what Josh does, but I
can tell you what he does. He just took down Reverend Littlefield, Santa, Jesus, and my wife, all in one whack.
And I just remembered something. He actually is the opener for my NASCAR show for nine months out of the year, so I appreciate that.
Oh, that's right.
The opener.
You have a lot
I hope
to
you
look
have
up.
fun on Fiesta next year, Jamie.
They're getting it next door.
But I
They're
wanted
having a good time
to.
this
I
morning.
called them because I wanted to make sure we donated money. Lee University got a hold of Ken Do, and he gave in to the devil, and donated our Simmons Bank money to you guys on Lee Day, and so I had to make an emergency phone call to my pastor to make sure that I donated, as I've done for the past 3 or 4 years, to Shelton and you guys, and so we're going to do $250 from Lakeview Community Church.
Well, thank you so much. And what's happening out at your church? I know we met your pastor a few months ago, and this Christmas season got to be a big time out there.
It is, yeah. Children's Ministries this weekend, which kind of gives me, I play bass guitar and have out there for about 15 years, and so it gives me a nice break when Christmas rolls around and I get to sit back and relax.
He plays bass guitar.
And I do.
Ronnie
See,
Wood?
that's something else I do, Josh.
How many people go to that church?
Oh, you're really going to go after the church?
I mean, just mark them down, baby.
I'm just saying they can't find one other person to play bass guitar. I mean, just one.
Let me call Paul Conover so he can punch him in the face.
Yeah.
Listen,
He's going to get Minnie, the lady on the cane from yesterday. Trip her on her way out.
Get her.
Is Adam making fun of me now after I said good things about
No,
him?
He's making fun of your church.
It was
I'm standing up for you.
Adam Lewis was making
He's
fun
making
of
fun of your church, and I'm standing up for you.
Adam is mad because I said that now that he runs ambulance service, if I'm ever on a gurney, I'm just going to walk to the light when I see him come.
Listen, he was mad that you didn't include his entire job title in there yesterday on the Facebook post. He was so frustrated and upset with you guys. He said Sheridan, she doesn't know what she's doing.
No, I did not say that.
Sheridan.
I didn't say that at all.
Carlos Sheridan, that's unbelievable. Well, hey, Jamie, thank you, buddy, and we appreciate it. Just ignore these other clowns, okay?
No, I have to deal with them often, but I really appreciate what you guys do, Brenda. I know, we had the refuge. We all kind of, worked together with making sure everybody had Christmas, and I'm glad. I don't know if I'm glad you partnered with Steve or if I'm glad you included Steve. Maybe the included part is better.
Had mercy on
in
Steve.
doing this, but correct. But thank you for what you do for the community. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. We appreciate you too, Jamie.
All right. Thank
All
you,
right, guys,
Jamie.
some of us have to go to work.
All right. Simmons Bank, how do they reach you over there?
Yeah, just give me a call on my cell phone. That's the cool thing. It's all about community. And community, you have my cell phone. Just don't call me after 9 o'clock. So,
Is that your burner phone or which one? The actual
That's
phone?
not my burner phone. It's my personal phone.
Oh, your personal phone.
423-584. You keep interrupting me and delaying this, Heartline. I gotta go to work. 423-584-5505.
Do it one more time for him.
423-584-5505. Y'all have a good day.
I wish.
Thanks,
you would.
Jamie.
Get off my phone, you moron.
Headquarters Salon across from, what used to be Cook's. Headquarters Salon, $250
Whoa!
from Headquarters Salon.
Thank you, Headquarters. I keep my mother's hair looking all Pentecostal. Number one song on Billboard right now. Josh, go ahead and sing along. He hates Christmas music.
At the Christmas party.
Okay, that's enough of that. Thank you. We won't make it a duet.
Welcome to Infinity of Chattanooga. With an expansive inventory of new, used, and certified pre-owned Infinity products, make sure Infinity of Chattanooga is on your list of places to shop when it's time for your next vehicle. Sporty coupes, comfortable sedans, and spacious SUVs. Infinity of Chattanooga has it all. Shop online at infinityofchattanooga.com or take a test drive at Infinity of Chattanooga, just off I-75 at the Lee Highway exit.
A few people out and about already this morning, but the story, of course, is going to be the cold, so make sure you're grabbing that jacket before you step out. It's 25 in Cleveland, a chilly 30 in Scottsboro, and 32 in Chattanooga. Later today, we're looking at highs in the upper 40s to lower 50s, so we will rebound pretty nicely. Going to stay dry today, tomorrow, but we're going to be tracking our next round of rain throughout the day on Saturday. Now, fortunately, if you have any plans to be outdoors Saturday, it's going to be in the 50s. We're going to be dry for most of the daylight hours, and then we're going to have some rain coming in Saturday night into early Sunday morning, and the latest guidance is kind of shifting this rain to our east by Sunday afternoon. So really Sunday morning is the only time we're going to have to contend with some of that rain while we're awake, and then going into your Sunday evening we stay dry, and then more rain going to be possible as we get into a Monday. But over the next 7 days we could pick up another inch of rain along the Cumberland Plateau, with up to a half of an inch across North Georgia and Southeast Tennessee. So we do have more rain on the way, which we need. We're still dealing with a widespread drought. But let's get to Christmas. We're only 13 more days, so that's what we're going to start talking about. Of course, tomorrow is Share Your Christmas, and many of you are probably starting to wonder, are we going to have the chance to see any snow on Christmas? Well, there's always a chance, but not a very high one. In fact, we typically have about a 1.
9 of 10 of our 49th annual WCLE Empty Stocking Fund. And this hour brought to you by First Baptist Cleveland. Stephen Beasley, Eric Eldell coming in a few minutes. Talk about Spirit City Christmas, which is happening beginning Friday night at First Baptist Cleveland. Bridget, let's get a check of our Simmons Bank celebration list. What's happening?
Okay, happy anniversary to John and Pam Davis. This is John Davis from Kia of Cleveland. They're celebrating their 26th wedding anniversary today. Also, Addison Gravel is 15 today. Happy birthday to her. Walker Griffith is 13 today, a 7th grader at Grace Academy, where he plays basketball. His family tells us he loves Auburn. Happy birthday, and War Eagle from Mom and Dad. Nisha Kersey. Oh, no. Nisha Kersey is having a birthday today. That is from her mom. And then Ashley and Lake Johnson, they're celebrating their 4th wedding anniversary today. Call in your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the volunteer Ritapest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. At Simmons Bank, they've been helping their customers make their dreams come true since 1903. Call Ken Do, 423-381-3427.
Stephen Shelton, you've been involved in the Empty Stocking Fund for a long time.
I was thinking about it this morning on the way here, how many years, goodness gracious, almost 20.
Yeah,
So it's, yeah. So it's transformed a lot over the years of. I can tell so many different stories, but from the time you and I were out in the lobby when we moved it to Ocoee Middle, and the little boy had a pink jacket on, and he was so excited about his sister getting some toys, and I was asking him about his jacket, and he said, well, my sister outgrew it. It's mine now. And I can't remember who worked for you at that point. We had them rushing to TJ Maxx to buy a brown jacket or black jacket for the kid. And and so we got him a new coat. It's just, it's amazing. And I know the reasons, COVID changed it a little bit and different things we, had to do. But I'll go back to the day that you called and said, hey, Brenda, we're thinking about joining our forces here. And I said, I believe that's the only way it will survive for the next generation. And I think this community comes together each year, and this is tireless work. I mean, it's you guys are here every morning for 2 weeks, and
real work.
And just the logistics part of it. We were being told by the Richardson group they were over wrapping, and some little girl wanted a Barbie dream house, and somebody said, "I've got one," and just some of the stories that no one really gets to hear that are in the background of just the gut-wrenching stories of things that you and we take it for granted that are able to be made possible for almost now 1,500 kids. I can remember when it was 700 or 750.
600.
I can remember a long time ago. But and unfortunately, as our community grows, this number is only going to grow with it. And there's always going to be a percentage of kids that need help experiencing Christmas. And so that's why it's so important for us to continue to give and to continue to make certain that really ventures like this don't die. Because without you giving up the radio station for 2 weeks and making this happen, there'll be a lot of different Christmases for a lot of kids in this community.
Josh Rogers, what does it mean to you?
Yeah, I just think that a lot of it, looking at what you guys do every year and the amount of kids that continues to grow each and every year, it just tells me how much our community really needs this and how much more we could probably do throughout the year. And we live in a really great community that gives back every single day, every single week here. And for you guys to raise over $200,000 each year and to be able to give to 1,500 kids, it's very special and very thankful to be a part of it in such a small way, and just happy to be able to help spread the joy of Christmas.
Thank you. Adam Lewis is here.
I echo what these guys have said. I mean, this is one of the things that makes Cleveland such a special place to live, whether it's folks coming out in droves to bring bottled waters and canned goods for hurricane victims, to, y'all remember the tornadoes and what this community did for themselves to help their neighbors. I don't know of another community that does it as well as we do. And I can't tip my hat enough to Brenda. I mean, she's not just accounts receivable. She's collections too, because I've gotten emails from her. We have, when we line up our donations today, it'll be 3-4 months from now, and she's good to follow up and say, hey, we still haven't gotten the donation from this group or that group.
Yeah, my kids still haven't paid, so I did bring that today from.
You're throwing them out of the bus?
We're paid up.
What's the matter with you?
Yeah,
but this
she
doesn't just do these 10 days
last year, so there you go.
Hey, Shelton, we got our buddy Jamie Gladson on the phone right now. Jamie Gladson, I used to play church league basketball with back in the day. Good morning, Jamie.
Good morning, Heartline. How are you this morning?
I'm good, buddy. Shelton, say hi to Jamie.
Jamie, good morning, sir.
Good morning, guys. Good morning. It's a pleasure to talk to you this morning. Do I have time to tell a quick story on Heartline before?
Absolutely. You do, actually. Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
We've got another hour.
He already mentioned that we played some church league basketball together, and all of us have played it before, but he didn't mention it, that the biggest fight broke out ever in church league basketball because of Heartline.
Because of me? What I have to do with it? What happened? We're going to name names?
It's a lot. Yeah, we probably do. It's a long story, but guys, ask him later what happened. But this is a true story. A big brawl broke out. Fists were drawn and everything.
Very true. Very true. And I think we got kicked out of the league. Actually, we were invited to consciously uncouple. Anyway, hey, Jamie, so you're youth pastor at Samples Memorial, aren't you?
That is correct, yes.
So
it is a Christmas play, and it's lighthearted, almost I would call it a comedy, but it's definitely got the reason for the season and Jesus in it. So We've done it I think the last time we did it was 17 years ago, and it was a great success. So we're doing it again and excited about it.
Jamie, I know you guys are doing a great job on the south end. In the greater, you're the unofficial mayor of Buck's Pocket. So I know Samples Memorial, you guys do a great job down there, but you give each and every year the Empty Stocking Fund, and I think that this morning you guys are going to be doing that again.
Yeah, we are. Look, I'll tell you another just quick story. We do a thing every year around Thanksgiving called Feed the 50. And we started calling that, based on how Jesus fed the 5,000, with little. And we started out wanting to feed 50 people. And the first year we said that, and we fed 100 people on Thanksgiving. And then it went to 150, and it keeps growing. But also the people in the community give so much every year. We have enough to also do the Empty Stocking Fund, and that's another reason this year we're donating $1,000 from Samples Memorial Baptist and the people there.
Wow, thank you, Jamie, so much, and you've got such a great church and at Samples. How can people get more information about your church?
You can visit our website at samplesmemorial.com, or you can check us out on Facebook and Instagram for our student ministry at samplesmemorial.com and Elevate Student Ministries.
Our longtime friend, Shelton, Jamie Gladson.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir, so much for all you guys are doing.
Thank you guys for what you're doing. We appreciate it. God bless.
Thank you, buddy. All right, Jamie Gladson, Samples Memorial. We're gonna take a quick break right here, and when we come back, we do have sports coming up. Stand by at 7:38.
Hello and Merry Christmas from Lee University. I'm Kristen Grisham, and on behalf of Lee, we wish you and yours a wonderful holiday season.
This Christmas, it's all about comfort at Eller and Owens Furniture and Mattress. Shop comfort deals like England sofas from $9.99 or comfy oversized sectionals from $29.67. Lazy Boy recliners from $3.99 and reclining sofas from $9.99. Cozy up.
Welcome to Infinity of Chattanooga with an expansive inventory of new, used, and certified pre-owned Infinity products. Make sure Infinity of Chattanooga is on your list of places to shop when it's time for your next vehicle. Sporty coupes, comfortable sedans, and spacious SUVs. Infinity of Chattanooga has it all. Shop online at infinityofchattanooga.com or take a test drive at Infinity of Chattanooga, just off I-75 at the Lee Highway exit.
This is Roy Michael Roman with RMR Legal PLLC, Cleveland's newest hometown 24/7 law firm for all your legal needs. Give us a call at 423-528-8484.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owens Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owens Furniture and Mattress.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank account's too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom.
Shopping for a great deal on a car or truck? Know this. Cleveland Ford is loaded with vehicles, over 230 in stock, all discounted. I'm talking saving up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mustang Mach-E. We have financing as low as 0% on Edge and 1.9% for 72 months on new F-150s. And as always, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary service when you buy from us. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today because this sale ends soon, or shop us at clevelandford.com.
Hurry now to Mermaid Mattress, where you can save up to 57% off, where we make your sleep handmade and hand-delivered.
Josh Rogers has a new introduction.
It's coverage you can count.
Josh Rogers has a new introduction for you.
Bridget knows the streets right here on Mix 104.1.
Thank
You're
you.
no.
Oh, boy.
It's exactly what you said off.
By the way,
Commercial break.
I just noticed that Brenda and Bridget are dressed completely alike.
That's right.
I wish I'd have got the memo. I kind of blend in.
Fruit Loops and
To
I
the
are dressed alike.
wrinkled
so,
curtain behind me.
Anyway, all right, Bridget, come on.
Okay, for today, sunny
weather
skies, a high of
forecast is
49 and a low of 28. This evening, for tomorrow, cloudy skies, a high of 54 and a low of 31. And then partly cloudy during the morning on Saturday, becoming overcast by afternoon with a high of 58. Your current Milligan Vein temperature is 25 degrees. Taking a look at the central heat and air radar, things are looking great out there.
You knew what you were
That's
getting.
the weather
you knew
in
what you were
the
getting.
streets.
You knew what you were
With
getting when
Bridget.
you asked us. All right,
Yeah,
you knew what you were
I
getting.
know. Well,
hey, very quickly.
Go ahead, yeah.
Connie and Hank Hayden, $200.
Thank you, guys.
And then, as I can't remember the last time these folks didn't give, and Billy Haney Meat Company, $250 in memory of one of the greatest men I've ever known, Billy Haney.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Yeah, we also have Hannah Thurman, marketing over at Karis, $100 donation as well.
Thank you, Hannah. We appreciate it, and Karis does such a great job throughout the year. Tell you what, quick check of sports. I understand we've got a caller on the line, I understand. So, caller, we will get right to you. Give us just a moment here. It is the CHI Memorial Sports Desk on a next to last morning of the 49th annual WCLE Empty Stocking Fun. We'll be at Life Care tomorrow morning with Cleveland, Bradley, also Walker Valley and Lake Forest choirs. They'll be providing our music tomorrow morning at Life Care. Have you started making your Christmas list yet? No worries. The Town Squire can fill that just right gift for the man in your life. Larry and his staff offer a great selection of clothing, and they're ready to dress you for that Christmas party or a special occasion during the holidays. The Town Squire's ready to help you with a suit, dress shirt and tie, sweater, jacket, or even belt and socks. Yes, since 1977, the Town Squire's been locally owned and operated in the Stewart Park Plaza, Keith Street, Cleveland, Tennessee. Home of free gift wrapping. Well, I got the panel in here this morning, guys. Shelton, your reaction, Bill Belichick to North Carolina.
First hire in North Carolina history. 72 years old, been removed. The last time, let me get finished here. Listen, the last time this guy was relevant in coaching, the guys that he's recruiting were in elementary school. This is nothing but a hostage takeover, he and his family, of this North Carolina athletic department. He over under next year is 5 wins. He will be an epic failure in this situation at North Carolina.
Rogers?
Best thing to ever happen to North Carolina football. It's the NIL money went from $4 million to $20 million. That puts them in the top 3 of NIL money for college football this upcoming year. Belichick has brought in a 400-page manifesto of how you build a program and how you recruit, bring players in. His son is going to be the coach in waiting in 3 years. Stephen Belichick will be that new head football coach in 3 years. All of the players in the portal will come over there to North Carolina. It's going to be about speed, nutrition, technique, and it's going to be a pipeline for the NFL over the next 10 years, and it's going to be an amazing opportunity for
Somebody
players.
clip that and show me that I'm so right when he's gone within 3 years at 72 years old.
He's going to be gone in 3 years because that's only his contract. 33 years, $30 million, going to help fund his 24-year-old girlfriend. So.
Unless you're the University of Tennessee, you can't be a basketball and football school. So, listen, North Carolina, sorry.
More on this on the drive presented by Hardee's on ESPN Cleveland.
It's going to be great. Listen,
5 o'clock today.
over under 7.5 wins. I'm taking the over.
I'll take the under right now.
And then somehow Adam Lewis, who's the director of the ambulance service, is holding a mistletoe. So he's just waiting. Somebody wants to come and take him up on that. Just come on down to the radio ranch. He's holding a mistletoe. Here comes Peter Cotton.
Wow. Any 6'3" burly.
Hey! My God, man, what are you doing? What's the matter with you? Good God Almighty! The SEC released their 2025 football schedule. All right, so Tennessee will open with Syracuse August the 30th in Atlanta. Just one game. We're going to play Georgia, Josh Rogers, earlier than ever.
Yeah,
well, earliest since 1995, September 13th.
Yeah, it's going to be a fast start for the Vols, fast start for the Dogs as well. So I know Georgia's playing Alabama pretty early too.
Georgia will host Texas for the first time ever. Non-conference, Shelton, I'll get to you in a second on this. SEC included Texas and Ohio State. That'll be fun.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
LSU
Oklahoma,
at-
Michigan.
LSU at Clemson, Michigan at Oklahoma, some of them. Shelton, what do you think?
Oh, no, I think you're seeing, which I think Nick Saban is right in the fact that these contracts are going to start getting broken if these types of games are going to start penalizing you to try to get in the football playoffs. But for right now, what better time of year is it than this college football playoff has created in sports? I mean, watching games that you would never watch, just to see what's going to happen and where the seeds are going to be. Now, I think they need to fix what's going on now, but other than that, this is one of the best things that happen in college sports.
All right. By the way, of course, we're counting down to the college football playoff. We are now our ESPN station, the home of the CFP, and including that, UT will be at Ohio State on December 21st. You can hear all the action. We'll have both stations that night, and we're looking forward to it. All right, let's go to the phones. Commissioner Cindy Slater's been on hold for 3 years. Commissioner, good morning. How are you?
I've been able to retire again as long as I've been
It's like the sixth time, right?
Yeah, it's like the sixth time.
Hey, Commissioner Rogers, your fellow commissioner here.
Absolutely. Love Cindy. Had her birthday earlier this week on Monday, and Cindy always does a great job for our community and obviously what she does over there at Whirlpool, and just a fantastic human being. A lot better than Shelton and Adam.
There's no doubt. That's not hard, though. Not hard at all.
Thank you, Josh. I appreciate your comments.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
had to give on Monday when Dr. Cash called and asked for a donation. I couldn't tell Dr. Cash no. But I wanted you guys to know that I'm donating $500 today.
Oh, wow, Cindy. Thank you so much.
And I would like to challenge all the other commissioners to step up and give, because we truly have all been blessed. And I truly believe that to whom much is given, much is expected.
That's right. And, you're at Whirlpool, and I know some big things are happening, and really, as I've been talking to officials at Whirlpool, some big things coming in the new year with our friends at Whirlpool.
That is correct, and we've already been having some conversations with you about some radio broadcast over here, and hopefully 2025 will be a big year for Whirlpool and their employees, and looking to add some more jobs to Whirlpool at the beginning of 2025.
Bradley County's largest employer and one of the longtime employers, Whirlpool. Cindy Slater, Commissioner Slater, thank you very much. You help us every year, and I can't thank you enough for it.
Thank you. I appreciate what you guys do, and try to keep it between the ditches today.
No. We're trying to keep our FCC license today. That's the goal.
Lost that fight. Thank you, Cindy.
Have a great day. Talk to you soon.
God bless. Merry Christmas. Cindy Slater, Bradley County Commissioner. Let's check the traffic once again here. Understand we got an issue here, Bridget.
Bridget knows the
that's right.
streets.
I do, yes. This is Don Ledford Cleveland. On-time traffic report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. Don Ledford Automotive Center is celebrating the end of 2024 with their best deals of the year on their most popular Chevrolets, Buicks, and GMC vehicles. DonLedford.com and in person, North Lee Highway, Cleveland, where they say yes. Crews are still working an accident with injuries. It's going to be on APD 40 right there at Westland Drive. And as we take a look at the Langley Roofing traffic cameras, traffic is backed up past the Blue Springs Road exit off of APD 40 at this point. So causing major delays there on APD 40. That's a crash with injuries right there, APD 40 at Westland Drive. Also an accident on the interstate as well. I-75 northbound is going to be at the 18-mile marker here in Bradley County. And it does have both lanes blocked, but traffic is able to move through using the right shoulder there. So be aware of that. That one just happened just a few minutes ago. I-75 northbound at the 18-mile marker. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line.
That's a big backup. Going to go to Josh here in about 10 seconds.
This traffic report is brought to you by L&B Appliance, your one-stop appliance shop, locally owned and operated, Durkee Road at Highway 64 in Cleveland. 423-339-3231.
Next to last day of the 49th annual WCLE Empty Stocking Fund, over 1,500 children will benefit, folks, from what you're doing, and God bless you. Thank you for doing it. That's this Saturday, the way the calendar falls. We'll have our big party at Ocoee Metal. Josh Rogers.
We got another donation in and want to pass this along to Miss Brenda, and we passed the hat over at Wholesale, and just want to say thank you guys for all that you guys have done, and we've got $2,800 to give to the Empty Stocking Fund today.
Wow. Thank you very much, Wholesale Supply Group. Here it is. I wore my hoodie this morning.
Appreciate you.
You guys, not only you guys have been in this for many, many, many years, but you do a lot over the years.
Yeah, we do, and obviously Giving Tuesday was a couple of weeks ago, and right after Thanksgiving, and this year we try and pick about 3 different organizations each year. We always usually do the FCA and try and give back to the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and then we always choose the Empty Stocking Fund. This year we switched up a little bit and helped out with hurricane relief over in Western North Carolina and Northeast Tennessee, and raised a bunch of money for that through our vendors and through our customers and employees and team members. We were able to take over 40 pallets, 55 pallets of water to Western North Carolina and Northeast Tennessee, and we were able to donate over $15,000 to different nonprofits in those regions as well, just from everybody giving. And it was really tragic to see what happened over, especially in Northeast Tennessee and Western North Carolina. We obviously have stores over there in the Kingsport region, and then Waynesville and Silva, all over Asheville area, and to see how not to get political here, but it's very difficult to see how one state works and operates and how the other state works and operates, and there's a lot of people in both states that really needed help, and it was great to see all of the countless of people, honestly, millions and millions of people from all over the country and all over the world who stepped up and were able to help people out, especially in Western North Carolina. So very thankful to be able to just be a small part of all that. But Wholesale, absolutely, we love to be able to give back and bless our communities.
They talk about my grandfather, Reverend Littlefield, a lot during this 2 weeks, and he was dear friends with your grandfather, Lloyd Rogers, one of the most giving men I've ever known in my life. Did it very quietly, did it under the radar. Yeah. Let me tell you something. He gave more than most people I've ever known.
Yeah, and that's kind of how he raised all of us to be, and it was a great example to be able to see live in action, and just the amount of people that would call constantly, and now I kind of am the one that fields a lot of those phone calls, and to see how much he gave back to this community,
God help
and
us if you're feeling the calls now. Lord God Almighty,
it's a blessing.
I just can't. This hour is sponsored by First Baptist Cleveland, and hey, Eric, thank you, Eric Yeldell and Beasley, Stephen Beasley. Eric's letting me play, and I think this is nice. He's letting me play a preview song from Spirit City Christmas.
Oh God, I thought you were going to be.
Well, no, I thought you were going to be on stage doing something.
Oh my God!
Second,
finding a church.
I'll say about this year's spot when they come in. The last year's spot.
Yeah.
From the look of who's here, it's going to be a lot shorter than last year.
Hey, that's not nice to talk about Jordan like that. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, baby?
Now that somebody's moved off to Alabama, this won't take take long at all.
Loving good.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
Maybe it began with a little girl following a kaleidoscope of butterflies to a place beyond her dreams. But then it became a real kaleidoscope that you can walk and fly through, where we don't just welcome you, we celebrate you. As the colors swirl and spin, there's definitely beauty in this place, but it's also in those around you, and the memories will live in our hearts forever.
Dollywood, love every moment.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Hi, my name is Everest, and I'm from Walker Valley High School.
Vaping nicotine has become a serious issue in our schools. Over 40% of high school students have reported that they have used a vape, and the number is only rising. It's time to escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
Are you a busy man? Listen to how Direct Primary Care Associates has helped men like Mike Kelly.
I imagine like most men, I have a lot of stuff going on in my life. I'm very busy with my life. And the problem with going to other urgent care places is you could go there and sit, and you don't know how long you're going to be, and I have other appointments that I may have to get to. With this, you know when you're going to be here. I was spending over $70 a month medication through my other insurance. Here, I haven't paid a dime. I haven't had to pay for anything. So just that alone in the last 8 months saved me over $500. And I'm telling you right now, as a man, I know how much energy it takes to even call in and have to get some help, because we don't like to ask for help. But these are here to help you. This is what this is designed for, is to help you.
If you'd like to learn more about Direct Primary Care Associates, visit our website at directpca.com or call 423-650-4831.
Dad, what are you doing? You're supposed to be watching Baby Hayes.
I'm working on our lure. Plus, I'm trying to help all the geots sleep better.
What?
Plus, I'm trying to teach my grandchad how to riz up all the baddies.
Hayes, don't listen to Papa. He's so mid.
Right now, save up to $800 on Stearns & Foster and Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets during our huge Black Friday sales event.
Merry Christmas from Mermaid Mattress.
Your sleep handmade, hand delivered.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature in Cleveland is brought to you by Milligan Vane.
Enough people coming. My God, we don't need any more. Hey, welcome back this hour of the 49th annual WCLE Empty Stocking Fund, brought to you by the church and really the group that's been on this station longer than anybody. That's First Baptist Cleveland. We're joined by, what's your official title, Eric? Worship leader?
Worship pastor, worship leader,
pastor,
song leader, whatever you want to call me.
Whatever you want to call you. Eric Eldell, our longtime friend. And, of course, the man, the myth, and the legend in his own mind, who's wearing a blazer this morning, Stephen Beasley. Beasley, how are you?
Doing well, Steve. How about you guys?
Buddy, we're doing great, and I do want to begin with you, Stephen, because you have been involved in this Empty Stocking Fund many, many years, and you've seen the impact.
Man, you know, it's pretty neat to see how Cleveland comes together this time of year. And I know we kicked off about a week or so ago, and every day the total goes up because I think we're aware of the need, and nobody wants a kid to go without Christmas. And there's a lot of need, and there's a lot of opportunity, and it's impressive to see people love one another. And, you know, that's a pretty good example of what Jesus told us to do. And it's pretty neat to see how that happens every year. And, of course, Brenda's tallying right now, making sure all those entries come in. And I would encourage anybody, if it's 50 cents and it's a conversation with the kids about what it means to be generous, or it's $50,000, whatever you can do is going to make a difference. And so that's a big deal.
It is. And I tell you, speaking of big deals, Eric Eldell, it's Spirit City Christmas, which I am hearing so much about, so many great things. I know you guys, you and your team are working night and day on it, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. You know, Stephen and I have been real close here, working everything together, and we're excited about it, man. We feel like one of the best years yet, and so many great elements to it. Yeah. It's really going to be a great program for everybody in the East Tennessee region. And so if you can hear this program, you want to come and be a part of this thing. It's going to be incredible. Something for everybody. It's really just got the essence of the spirit of Christmas, all its highs, the lows, everything in between. And so for everybody, every walk of life, man, there's something for you there. And we're super excited to have our local high schools represented with a drum line. And we got JoJo Collins closing the thing out at the very end. And so we got Jane Garcia. Man, just a ton of great excitement and energy. We got kids choirs and live nativity. We're doing live nativity a way that we've never done it before. And so if you come and seen it, man, it's going to be different this year. And so you come and be a part of it. We got 5 presentations this year, which is actually one more than we've done in recent years. And so Friday at 7, Saturday at 3 and 5, and then Sunday at 3 and 5 as well. And so it's going to be a great, great time.
And I believe for the first time, we're joined by Eric Eldell, Stephen Beasley, First Baptist Cleveland. I believe for the first time you put tickets online. Is that right, Beasley?
Yes, that's right. So what we did, it's a free event, so it's not you don't have to pay to come. But
that's not what you told me.
Well, I mean, you know,
we do have some exceptions.
Make a check to Stephen Beasley.
No, it is totally free, even for you, Steve. Even for you, we are going to get you a seat very close to the door.
Yes, I know. You told me
because we know
outside.
you'll come in late and you'll be trying to sleep. Yeah, all that kind of stuff.
Conviction heads. I'm going.
But there are seats. Basically, what we did was we set up a situation where you could be counted in. Hey, I'm coming, and I think I'm going to come to 7:00 on Friday night. So we've done that. That's been out there, and so that way everybody can kind of get a feel for, okay, when am I coming? We can kind of even things out because we don't want people to be sitting in overflow or all that kind of stuff. So that's helped, and there are plenty of seats at every presentation. So whether that's 7:00 on Friday, 3 or 5 on Saturday, 3 or 5 on Sunday, there's going to be plenty of seats. So if you haven't reserved one, you can go online and do that. But if you haven't done that, you don't need to. So come on over, and we'll have a spot waiting for you under the mistletoe with Adam Lewis. So.
Hey.
Oh,
Wow. No, we want people to come.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
What's the website, Beasley?
You can get all the details, firstbaptistcleveland.com, and it's right there on the homepage. Spirit City Christmas, everything you need to know is right there. We'll be streaming live on Saturday night and on Sunday night. So if you want to catch it or you get a little bit of buzz about what that is, and you think, okay, I want to find out a little more about this. Maybe I need to bring the family. Or you came and enjoyed it, and you're like, I got to share this with my neighbor. You know, you can get all that online. So.
Eric Eldell, what do you want people to take from Spirit City Christmas? All this work you guys put in, all the prayers and everything else. What do you hope the end? What's the end goal here?
Oh man, well, this is something we've been doing for a long time as a church, and we really do this for our community and for our city. And this is one of the best day I've ever lived in, honestly. The best neighbors, the best people. But we all need the hope of Christmas. And so we've gone through a lot of years here. There's been some ups and some downs and some lows. And so we feel like really our hope is found in Jesus, and Christmas is about Jesus. And so we want you to come and experience the hope and the joy and the love that Christmas really brings us, because it's way beyond just presents and stockings and Christmas. But it's really about knowing the one who came to be our Messiah and to give us the love of God.
Stephen Beasley, I know that First Baptist Church has always been involved in our Empty Stocking Fund, and you told me you had something to tell us here this morning.
Yes, so on behalf of Pastor Jordan and Bart Walker and Frank Walker and the Mission 423 group and our whole church family and, of course, Eric and I and everybody else, there is a gift that we're going to contribute to the Empty Stocking Fund, and we're excited about that. It was just glad to be a part of what you guys have put together, really what Brenda has put together and you've been carrying on.
We're all just here.
Yeah, it's an honor to be a part of this every year, for sure. It's a very big deal, and so we're glad to be a part of that. I do want to say that we hope you'll be a part of Spirit City Christmas, and I do want to say that no matter how you can participate in Christmas, from your family to the Empty Stocking Fund to coming to celebrate the birth of Christ, it's important to do that, and so let's make sure we do. And I really appreciate your station just playing the tunes all December long. And
despite what Commissioner Rogers said, old Scrooge, he hates Christmas music.
Hey, I mean, bah humbug to him. That's
told my wife Jennifer she was born on Satan's birthday, which she was. She's Halloween. Bridget, Josh was taking down Reverend Littlefield this morning. I mean, what more can we do?
I think you've pointed that out about Jennifer's birthday for years, and he was just repeating what you said.
I burned the.
That's the point of Spirit City Christmas. We got to have a little Christmas spirit around
President
here.
Nixon and I burned
Get you a candy cane and let's have some.
Hey, Brenda Lawson, since Beasley will not announce it, why don't you tell us what First Baptist Cleveland is doing?
They gave us $5,000.
$5,000 from First Baptist Cleveland. Yeah. He's a little modest. Guys, thank you. No kidding. As I said, our longest-serving partner at WCLE is First Baptist, going way, way, way back over 50 years. Yeah. We're looking forward to it. We'll be there.
Hey, I got a cowbell with your name on it, Steve.
More cowbell.
There you go. Come on.
You put me and Ben Garcia together. We'll be fine.
Yeah. Hey, it is a massive orchestra. I mean, it's pretty neat. Like
Richie
this is
Stevenson. I talked to him earlier this week.
It is unbelievable, and it's different. If you've come to these a few different times, you know they change a little bit every year. This one's changed a lot. It's pretty neat. It's definitely something to see.
Thank you, gentlemen, very much. Stephen Beasley, Eric Eldell. We appreciate First Baptist Cleveland for their donation and all they do. Looking forward to it. Beasley, the website, one more time. Everybody's excited.
FirstBaptistCleveland.com. And, of course, you can follow that on social media, too, as well, and get all those details there.
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland Studios. This is your home for the best mix, the best variety, and all the important information you need. Download the Mix 1041 app at mymix1041.com. The top of the hour is presented by Best Buy Metals, making the top of your house the best it can be. Visit bestbuymetalroofing.com.
The best mix, the best variety. WCLE, Calhoun, Cleveland, Athens.
Fox News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
News. I'm Chris Foster. President-elect Trump is inviting China's President Xi Jinping to his inauguration next month. He'd be the first leader of another country to attend that ceremony.
This is an example of President Trump creating an open dialogue with leaders of countries that are not just our allies, but our adversaries and our competitors, too.
Trump spokeswoman Caroline Leavitt on Fox and Friends. Meta, Facebook and Instagram's parent company, donates $1 million to President-elect Trump's inaugural fund.
It's Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg's latest step to bolster his once rocky relationship with the president-elect. With Republicans set to take control of the White House and both houses of Congress and calling for new regulation of tech, some executives like Zuckerberg are adopting a new posture towards the president-elect.
Fox's Carmen Roberts. President Biden ends early the federal sentences of 1,500 people on home confinement. America's listening to Fox News.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at loganthompsonlaw.com. Mix 1041, good morning, and MixTV.tv. What a wonderful morning here. Local and state news from the Logan Thompson Law News Desk, and we will have some more special guests joining us here in just a moment. In the news this morning, hey, big congratulations. Our buddy Corey Limburg, Dr. Corey Limburg, Ocoee Middle School, named the first Special Olympics unified champion school in Cleveland and Bradley County. This is so neat. The recognition highlights the school's dedication to fostering inclusion and providing opportunities for students with and without intellectual disabilities to connect and grow together. The Unified Champion Schools program emphasizes inclusive youth leadership, unified sports, and whole school engagement. Big congratulations, Ocoee Middle Principal Dr. Corey Limburg. And Bridget, that's where we'll be, all this money being raised. The gifts will be given out at Ocoee Middle this coming Saturday.
That's right. We so appreciate their graciousness to host that wonderful party. Thank you, Ocoee Middle.
And a big congratulations. A couple other notes here. We have Senator Marsha Blackburn and Representative Claudia Tenney have introduced the DOGE Acts. It's a legislative package aimed at reducing government spending and bureaucracy. The bills align with President-elect Donald Trump's proposal to create a Department of Government Efficiency led by Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy. And more on that. Also, just in a national story, Time Magazine, for the second time, has named President-elect Donald Trump as their Person of the Year. They named President-elect Trump Person of the Year in 2016. They have now done that earlier this morning with NBC's Today Show. And finally, what a day it was at the YMCA in Cleveland yesterday. They're set for a fundraising campaign, a significant remodel, and a record-breaking donation. $2.5 million from John and Margaret Sheehan and their Ocoee Foundation. It will modernize the 25-year-old Cleveland Family YMCA. And Bridget, we were there yesterday. It was an incredible day. Although, you notice John said that Rodney didn't tell him they were going to put it on Mixed TV.
Right. So. Yes. A great crowd there yesterday for that check presentation. Congratulations to the Cleveland Family YMCA.
So I think it's very appropriate that the district attorney, Stephen Hatchett, is here on this day with Rogers, Shelton, and, of course, Adam Lewis. Well, and I'll get to and Senator Lowe. Are you talking about Shelton's talking about some charges or something?
I have to announce the indictment on.
Rogers. Thank you, gentlemen.
Listen, I'm begging for a pardon. If it's Bill Lee
Biden, Trump, whoever.
Hey,
For the next 6 months.
President Biden handed out 1,752 this morning, as you probably read.
1,753.
Your best bet's flight to a non-extradition
Yeah.
country.
We have District Attorney General Stephen Hatchett, Rachel Hatchett. How are you? How are you guys?
Great, thank you.
Good morning, Steve. It's good to be here.
Hey, you've been here a few years now, Attorney General Hatchett. As I think last time you were a private attorney, now you're in this new role. First of all, how's it going? Let's see, you took over as what, September 1, I believe?
I did. It's going well. We have the office is fully staffed. First time in quite a few months. We have reduced the backlog significantly. Cut the backlog in the grand jury down from over 500 cases to about 50. Went a lot quicker than we thought it would. I've got some great people working for me. They have worked very, very difficult cases. They have handled them in a tremendous manner. Could not be prouder of them. Things are going well. We're getting violent and repeat offenders off the street. I appreciate Senator Lowe giving us the recidivist bill so that we can get folks off the street that just continue to commit crimes. So things are well. We're going to be putting out some statistics from our drug task force. Drug enforcement is running wide open. We're cracking down, and hopefully folks out here in the community are seeing the results of it. So things are well. Things are going well. I appreciate you asking.
So glad to hear that, Rachel. How are you doing? And how's your come up a little closer, if you will? How's your practice doing? Your counseling practice?
It's going great. I have 2 offices. I have 3 staff. 4th one starting in January, so it's booming. It's unfortunately there's definitely a need for mental health treatment at this time, and I can't keep up.
What do you hear from people during the holiday season, the Christmas season? Because we know we read it's a time of great joy for a lot of people. For other people, my goodness, it's a tough time, isn't it?
Yes, there's a lot of grief. You know, if you've lost somebody, the holidays is kind of that reminder that there's that empty chair in the room. So there's a lot of that. You know, obviously we all have those people in our family we got to have boundaries with too. So there's a lot of talks about how to get through holiday seasons with, you know, people that maybe you don't jive with. So, you know, just a lot of helping people kind of prepare for that season and remember their loved ones that they may have lost.
And remind me of the name of your practice and then how people can get in touch with you if they'd like more information.
Sure. Divergent Roads Counseling. You can call 423-368-5893, and we'll be glad to try to help you.
Senator Adam Lowe is also here. And Senator, good morning.
Good morning.
What about the District Attorney General here?
Well, you know, he's off running, and as you know, Steve, and Stephen for some time has kind of advised us as the delegation on what he needs on the ground. We're a law and order state, and we want to stay that way, and we have a very healthy district attorneys conference. These guys give us a lot of feedback, so when we carry bills, when I carried the fentanyl bill last year, a big part of the feedback that we get from these guys, and a lot of it's about keeping communities safe, but we all know that, much like in my scenario, he's the second best hatchet in any space. And we both married Rachel's, and it's very convenient to point to the success of our wives and what they do for us. But I can't say enough about Rachel Hatchett and her practice. We need about 100 more of her in communities. So if we can figure out how to replicate her, that'd be great.
I don't know about replicating her exactly.
Hey, district, I'm going to advise you. I'm not your counsel. But at this point, if I were you, I'd take the 5th and sit this one out.
Well, let's talk about that in the stocking club.
Yeah, that's right. But let me do say, you know, one of the big issues we face, and it's appropriate here at Christmas when we're trying to do for children, we are in the middle of a youth mental health crisis in this nation and in our state. You'll see aggressive measures from the state, and I'm working on some bills right now that are a big part of that to kind of tackle this youth mental health crisis. And it's just fitting at Christmas where we take a moment to say that children matter, the development of children matter. You know, I just want to praise Brenda for everything she's always done. She knew it. She knew what kids needed decades before we got to this point where we're all in alarm over a youth mental health crisis, but she knew that kids need love and support, and they need to see joy. And and the love of Christ in a season like this. So thank you to all you do, Brenda, every year with the Empty Stocking Fund and more. As for your cast of characters this morning, I don't know what bet you lost. I have a feeling it probably had something to do with the Georgia-Tennessee game. And so Josh Rogers made his way onto the program this morning. But thank you guys. Thank you, Stephen, for what you do. Thank you, Rachel, for what you do. Thank you, Brandon, for what you do. And we'll even put Steve Hartline in there and say thank you for what you do.
We absolutely will put you in there,
Thank
Steve.
you,
This is a great program. Rachel and I are honored to support it. This is great for the community. And despite all the grief I may give you during the rest of the year, Steve, I tip my hat to you. I tip my hat to Bridget, to Brenda. Adam, I'll throw you in there too, since you're sitting there. I'll leave Josh Rogers and the feud between him and Senator Lowe to them for them to sort out. But this is a great thing that is being done for the community. We are happy to support it.
Well, thank you very, very much, and thank you for what you're doing here. We know it's quite a world we're in, and we appreciate the support of our District Attorney's Office and Stephen Hatchett. Yeah. And Rachel Hatchett and Adam Senator, I know you've already contributed. Thank you for that.
Yeah, just Linda Cash got my donation,
Cash
not
did,
Josh Rogers. Not Josh Rogers.
We're hearing that. I heard that actually from Linda Cash. Quite frankly. All right, thank you all very much.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. God bless you for what you're doing. Hey, Jenny White won a $100 Elders Ace Hardware gift card yesterday. Thank you, guys. Merry Christmas. Jenny White, congratulations, a $100 Elders Ace Hardware gift card winner yesterday. Bridget, you will be there for the grand opening this Saturday at Elders Ace. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah. So come out and join us at the beautiful new Elders Ace Hardware. I'll be there with a live broadcast from 10 to 12.
Going to take a quick break right here. It's the 49th annual WCLE Empty Stocking Fund. This hour is sponsored by Wholesale Supply Group. And you see this right here.
Are we going to get an update on where we're at?
Well, we'll do it right after the break. We're a little behind here, but imagine that. But we will. We'll get
Per usual.
Yeah, exactly. We're so far behind, we're in front. So we'll be right back at 18 after this.
Mark Shepard, Shelter Insurance, 2334 Keith Street, Cleveland. Call 423-339.